Last night was proof yet again why Connor McDavid does not like the shootout. Welcome back to the day after reaction with myself, Waz. Detroit Red Wings 5, Edmonton Oilers 4. I asked for your opinion on Twitter from last night's Oilers game, their loss to Detroit. Let's get to your thoughts. Colton Hop, neutral zone turnovers, icings, 2 icings against led to 2 Wings goals. That's got to be cleaned up. Bethany on Twitter says, definitely missed having Vinny on the PK. I know small sample sizes and all that when it comes to Seaweed Man, but last night showed how much of an impact he is making. I missed him. It was reported before the game he was ill. There is a bug apparently going around the Oilers locker room, so hopefully it's not too impactful on the rest of the roster, but I missed Vinny Darnay. I love him, the 6'6" giant, that, sneaky wrister of his, and of course he's good on the PK, so I hope we can get Darnay back in the lineup soon, and hopefully he doesn't get sent down. I don't imagine he will, but considering Yamamoto's coming back to the lineup, someone either needs to get traded or 2 players need to be waved down, and I hope Darnay is not a part of that. Zach Wheel says, if Campbell gives them average goaltending, they win that game 4-2. Oilers dominated the Wings, but were killed by a combination of a hot Husso and cold soup. I'll agree with that. Jack Campbell was not great, and that's okay. Those games are going to happen. I think both our goaltenders need to be a little bit better right now. I mean, Campbell made a fantastic save in the third period, but I thought there was like 3 goals he probably could have saved. The second goal is very strange to me. I don't know how that went in. I thought that was a little unlucky, but there were definitely a few moments where it's like, Campbell, you could have had that one. You could have had that one. But then again, team defense is also a big problem. So I don't want to put too much blame on Campbell, but that was definitely a night where you kind of wanted more out of him. There also wasn't a lot of love for the goaltending after last night's game. Alex Z on Twitter says Campbell needs to put this game behind him and go back to normal. Keenan Canada says, I don't believe the Oilers' problems entirely lie on subpar defense. We need stronger goaltending out of soup and stew. Plain and simple, a .826 save percentage is simply not good enough to compete for a Stanley Cup. Harden Gear, I hope Skinner is ready and can handle the pressure of playoff games because he's going to need some or play some, if not all of them. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Let's not worry about the playoffs until we're there. And I'm sure Skinner and Campbell will both be fine in the playoffs, depending on who starts. They're both great goaltenders. Right, let's put some faith in them. Let's not lose all our confidence in Jack Campbell after one game. He had a strong run of games where he was 9-0, great save percentage. He made huge saves. He made a big save in the third period, like I mentioned. So I think one game shouldn't erase all the confidence that we built up in Jack Campbell or Stuart Skinner. Rob Moses says, and I like what he said, I don't care. Can't win them all. They'll be fine. Exactly. We shouldn't panic after one game. Yes, we lost to Montreal, but like I've said before, Oilers fans have high standards and high expectations for this team. Lose to Detroit in a shootout, Montreal, Philly, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth with how good this team is offensively with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zach Hyman. The list goes on, right? So you just have high expectations, and when they're not met, like I said, leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And then Chris says, for sure, 2 goals against that Campbell-like back. Oilers deserved a better fate. The plus side is that you can never count the Oilers out with the 2 best players in the world on the team. Broberg was fighting last night, but he'll likely bring a stronger game tomorrow. Exactly, right? Like, that's we need a positive outlook. We can't be negative and crap on our players because they had 1 bad game or 2 bad games. It's going to happen to everyone. I think we have this expectation that everybody should be elite on this team. Everybody needs to play 110%, and that's fair to have, but it's important to be realistic. Even last night, the Tampa Bay Lightning were a contender, I'm pretty sure. Are they contenders still? I don't know. Anyways, they lost 1-0 to shootout to the Arizona Coyotes. They didn't score a single goal against the Coyotes, so these losses, they do happen. Look, the Oilers fan base is a little bit reactionary, and that's okay. It's okay to be angry, upset, or be positive. It doesn't matter. We all support this team because we love this team. Thank you for tuning into the day after reaction. Myself, Waz. I'll see you after the New York Rangers game. Head to OilersNation.com for more. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your thoughts from last night's Oilers game.